Hello everyone and welcome to Submerged Cuisine. My name is Harper if you did not know, and today I'm going to show you how to make my easy and simple garlic fries or garlic french fries, but more or less they're baked, they're delicious, and let us begin. So of course the ingredients and the recipe will be written out below, so we'll check it out there. And let us begin by peeling our potatoes. Now, I'm a big fan of peeling potatoes just because sometimes potatoes get a little bit old and I don't like finding yucky, old spots or like moldy spots or whatever on them. But if you want to keep the skin on, be my guest. But after that, cut them into french fry shapes. I'm making them a little bit smaller than usual, so they're around like an inch long and like, I'm not sure, quarter inch thick. I'm kind of just guessing on the measurements, but more or less they're not, long, McDonald's fries, and they're not like big steak fries. They're a little bit thin and very short, and they are great for this kind of meal. But more or less when they're all cut, place these fries into a bowl of water and let them just rest there, submerged for around 30 minutes. And this allows potatoes to become a little bit less starchy and making them more crispier, more delicious. And then after 10 to 15 minutes, you can start preheating your oven to around 500 degrees Fahrenheit. And then after that, start mincing your garlic. Now mince them very, very well and more or less try to get them insanely thin and there is like no big chunks left. And it'll take you around a minute to 2 minutes, maybe in 3 minutes, but really mince them to the utmost until your right hand is cramped so much that you can barely move it. And that's when you know that your garlic is done mincing. By now, the potatoes should be done submerged, 30 minutes should be off. So just, drain the potatoes and then dry them off as much as you can. And then in a large bowl, pour the potato french fries, whatever we call them, into this bowl with around a tablespoon or so of salt, some olive oil, and then the garlic, and mix that all around until everything is combined nicely. And then pour this all onto a sheet and then wait until your oven is done preheating. And when it's done preheating, place the sheet into the oven and cook for 7 to 6 minutes. Now, the issue with all this is the fact that the garlic burns fast. And honestly, the garlic really is there to permeate into the french fries themselves, and they aren't really, there to actually eat. They're kind of just there to garnish, you could say. So if you're okay with slightly burnt garlic, then go for how I'm doing right now. But there are also other variations, including placing the garlic in after the potatoes are flipped over after the 7 minutes. When you take it out of the oven, to flip them over and then place it back in the oven for another 7 minutes. Or you can bring down the heat to around 480 degrees Fahrenheit. Either way, the cooking time might be different and the garlic might still burn, but they are different ways that you could keep the garlic more intact. But for me, having the garlic a little bit burnt and then just like permeating the potatoes, that's what I really want, and that's what I've made the recipe for. But if you want something different, either do the other variations or find a different recipe. But more or less, as I said before, when the 7 minutes are over, take the fries out of the oven, flip them all over, and then place it back in the oven for another 7 minutes. And if they're not cooked all the way by then put them in for a couple more minutes, and then after the 7 minutes are over, of course, take it out and you can serve it as is, or you can do what I did, which was mince up some parsley and sprinkle them on top. But with that being said, this is an amazing side dish for, of course, a lunch sandwich or burger, or even a dinner sandwich or burger, and you can just have it by yourself because you just like fries sometimes. But that being said, that's the end of the video. So of course, if you like this video, just click that like. If you want to see more from moi, just subscribe. I hope you have an amazing day. I will see you next time, and as usual, goodbye!